Hello, decision makers. This is Thursday, March 11th, 2021. This is the SDA Bible study at sabbath.school/lesson book. A time for us, Isaiah 58:13-14. Why does Isaiah discuss the Sabbath in Isaiah 58:13 and 14? What connection does this have with the Day of Atonement setting of the earlier verses? And the whole earlier verses thing, I was like, what? And so I just started reading things that had atonement in it, and I felt I found my answer. So, what does the why of it? Why does Isaiah discuss the Sabbath in Isaiah 58:13 and 14? To create instruction. Why Uh, what does this have with... the font is so small. What connection does this have with the Day of Atonement setting of the earlier verses? And I put, there is a process and a time of renewal. So, like the process of like becoming ready for the Sabbath. And then the time of renewal is the Sabbath. So that's that. Read Isaiah 58:13. What kind of day is the Sabbath supposed to be? A day to rest and to do very little. This might be my next answer here. Let's see. How can we make our Sabbath experience like the one depicted here? Read Isaiah 58:13. Okay. I think this is part of the same first question, the read, and then what kind of a day is the Sabbath supposed to be? I have a day to rest and to do very little. Keeping feet from breaking Sabbath means not becoming busy. Yeah, that's just something I added. Keeping feet from breaking. Because there's a reference to that in the Bible, and I was like, what does that mean, keeping feet from breaking? And I'm like, huh? And then I was like, oh, like, don't be running around doing stuff when it's the time for necessary relaxation. Um, so how can we make our Sabbath experience like the one depicted here? So pre-shopping, your groceries, your clothes, your whatever you need. Work on household throughout the week. So if you have stuff to do, don't just save it for the weekend, even though it is 2 days in this culture. But anyway, that's a whole other thing. But the idea is like get your stuff done throughout the week and then just do almost nothing. Make oneself away from devices, messaging. So just a time when you can just be detached. There's no expectation to get a call, to give a call, anything. Just totally just pretty much just hear the sounds, breathe the breaths, drink the water, eat the food, all that kind of stuff, have the shower. And probably a number of other things too. Also, also, when you think about what the Sabbath represents, why should it be the kind of day described in this text? To fully feel the rest and not only sleep. So people feel like they're resting when they're sleeping or napping. That's probably true. There's also a time when it's not sleeping or napping, it's resting. And you're aware of it, and you go, ooh, that was a good rest. Or one does. Look at these other ties between the themes of self-denial, social kindness, and the Sabbath as depicted in Isaiah 58. Sabbath freedom from weekly toil is kind. This font gets me distracted. I'm going to zoom in here. Okay. Look at these other ties between the themes of self-denial, social kindness, and the Sabbath as depicted in Isaiah 58. Sabbath freedom from weekly toil is kind to people because it lets them be refreshed Exodus 23:12, Mark 2:27. Jesus showed that kind acts are appropriate on the Sabbath. Mark 3:1-5, John 1-17. True Sabbath keeping brings joy. Isaiah 58:14, as does helping others. Isaiah 58:10-11. We must change it. What must change in your own life in order to experience these blessings yourself? And what I got is education and breathing exercises. Because, I mean, throughout the week, a person can educate, and with all the proper breathing, they're making better decisions. And then by the time Sabbath comes, maybe there's a whole new way to enjoy the Sabbath by that time. So anyway, that's that. Bye.